Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We are just getting started. Rafael Varane making himself... And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Marcelo. That is good progress on the left. Desailly promptly onto that, and that is that. Hazard. Oh, this is a terrific run. It's Hazard! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Hazard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
James plays it short. James crosses. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. Oh, he's all alone. Bale! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Marquez wins the duel this time. Yaya Toure. And it's Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Same again, same outcome.
Brazil really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Desailly. Marcelo. James with a definite foul there. Desailly. And they've switched it over to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Now it's Bale. Roberto Carlos has given away a free kick. Pinches it off him. James, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Marcelo, Toure cuts out the pass.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Hullet. Tries to pass it through.
Brazil are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Here's a chance! Marquez kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Bale. He's having a hit! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Toure gets it away. Araujo has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Cross to the back post. Impressive jump! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That has ended up in no man's land. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't...
Good chance here! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, this looks sharp. Ronaldo is herring after that one. Yaya Toure. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Threads one in. Oh, some tackle that. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Messi. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That is good alertness. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Might want to be careful there.
Now who's going to be first to this? Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a nicely weighted pass. Shot at goal! And that is wildly off target.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Played towards the front line. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Cocu. That's good running with the ball. Messi. And there's green grass ahead of him.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Now it's Gullit. Oh, that's clever. Marquez. He's trying to hit the front line here. And the referee has blown for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Brazil finding themselves behind by just 1 goal at the break.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Back on the way then.
Brazil can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now it's Gullit. Some resolute defending there. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Gullit. And Gullit! The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Araujo is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising.
Substituição.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Marcelo. Nice looking ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Can he get it through? Vigo in acres of space out wide. Oh, good effort! And that's a tidy finish! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Camisa 18, camisa 9.
Vigo is one whose deliveries we all know about. And this is Ibrahimovic. And it's Nedved. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And a header! And he's stuck it away! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Botafogo making further changes here, and in quick succession.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
It's a shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Brazil perhaps contemplating their next change here. Varane gets over and intercepts. Adriano looking for the run. He can run onto that. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Ibrahimovic. Well, that looks a cracking ball. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter.
Tremendous from Roberto Carlos! He's got himself an absolute peach. Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. It's turning into quite a gem, this.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Nedved conjures time and space where few can. Mateus. Marquez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pele. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Best. Now it's Pele. Nedved. That's an imaginative pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. And back to the keeper they go. Desailly. And it's Marcelo. Cocu. And here's Del Piero. Looking for a runner. And he was quick to react. Davids. Pele. And here's Del Piero. He's felt that, hasn't he? Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Nedved. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Played into space. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Adriano. And it's Ibrahimovic. That's it, the referee says enough. Decent game of football that, intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello,
The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. Well, we hardly need reminding, Jim, of the strengths of David Beckham. He could play a huge part in the outcome of this game.
Yeah, he's one of a kind, isn't he, Peter? No one could match his accuracy or technique in delivering the ball. On top of that, you have his great fitness levels getting up and down the pitch, and his big game mentality, and his quiet leadership.
Nesta. Robson. Here's Roberto Carlos. And there's green grass ahead of him. Yaya Toure. And it's Seedorf. All the way back. Thuram. Ronaldo going after that. And claimed it back swiftly. He can run onto that. Picked up. Can he finish? He scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So, a breakthrough already. Seedorf. And this is Ronaldo. Now he's got space here. And the Sar gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Good ball over the top. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Now it's Hullet. Zola.
Brazil really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Robson, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Seedorf.
Selangor always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that looks a decent ball. Zola! And that's a sharp finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Selangor are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Desai makes the interception. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Selangor clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Desai spots it and intercepts. Nicely weighted ball. Drive, it's Cristiano Ronaldo! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Selangor with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Tries to get it clear. But it's Thuram.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Hullet. Seedorf. Great ball if he can get there. No, that's been intercepted. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And he was quick to react. Can he get it through? He won't be happy with that one.
Selangor have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Yaya Toure. Ferdinand. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's picked it up out wide. He slings it in. Nice interception, well timed. Beckham. Azar. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Seedorf. No, he's not going to get any further than that. He's a sharp little ball here.
There will be one
Ferdinand.
added time.
Yaya Toure. Now it's Seedorf. And there's green grass ahead of him. Hullet. Chance! And it's in! And deep into first half stoppage time. And that is all they have time for. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
And now
It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about...
Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Roberto Carlos goes short. Corner number 2 then. Selangor are looking to go forward now. Nice physical challenge. Robson. Roberto Carlos. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, it's a chance for a shot! And he's stuck it away! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be... There's the shot! Oh, the ball's... Oh, he's been caught on it here! And he's going to be disappointed with that. And this is Hullet. Thinks... Real chance! Well taken goal. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Hazard demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Just 1 in it now. Oh no, what has happened here?
Oh, really well played.
And he is deftly... Tries a shot! And that's a tidy finish. They have come roaring back.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now, this could be a chance. Good pressure, determined, intense. Brazil can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Roberto Carlos.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, that's fabulous. He's rising! Oh, good finish. And they're back in front. What a header. Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Selangor have their lead. Played towards the front line. Stam cuts it out. Zola. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And they're back on the ball again. Out for a throw. Tries to pass it through. That is a brilliant interception.
Brazil really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product.
Shot a goal! He's got a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Substitution on the field. Cristiano Ronaldo. Zola. Brian Robson.
Selangor choosing to make the first change.
Roberto Carlos.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus.
It's Pele! Oh, it's a thumping hit. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Nedved. Roberto Carlos gets into a good position. Beckham. And it's Bale. Great defending, strong and determined. And this is Ibrahimovic.
Brazil clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It
Gets his head on it! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Now it's Bale. Nedved. He's found space here. He's got away. Chance, towering header, and again. Roberto Carlos, crossing. So, third corner of the game. Terrific terrific effort! He will be livid with himself. And he's only too happy to take that back. Makalele going forward. And he's managed to get free. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Desperate defending required here. Has to go back here. Now, can they get him away? And that is out of play. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Stood up well to him there. Well, nicely intercepted. Looking to play him in. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Mackay is onto it in a flash. Brazil have reclaimed it. Nedved, he's picked his way through. Roberto Carlos takes a shot! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! That was a given, it always was.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete. So that's it, it is all over. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now.
Any attack containing Raul is a frightening sight for any defence.
His record's a frightening sight. Tries a shot! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Seedorf. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Roberto Carlos plays it short. He's rising! And no mistake! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Oh, it's Seedorf. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Seedorf. Now it's Hullet. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Brazil! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Brazil leading now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Aims beyond the defence. He's fizzed it forward. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, he's all alone. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Oh no, this does not look good. Just a keeper in his way. And he shoots! And that's a sharp finish. They are purring, truly purring. Minimal lapse, maximum punishment. How that hurts.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Brazil go up by 2 and are look big chance! 1-on-1! That is a brilliant interception. And that was very necessary. Ronaldinho.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Rijkaard. Van Nistelrooy gets into a good position. Hazard. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, it's Seedorf. That is good strength. And this is Hullet. And here's Hullet. Seedorf. And it's played in. It carries far too far and out of play. Van Dijk goes long. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Stojkovic. Ibrahimovic. And he's worked it through. And this is Van Nistelrooy. He's given the time to pick a pass. Brazil have got it back and they'll have another go. And he's managed to get free. That's a corner kick. It's their second corner of the game. James with the short one. It's a good chance!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a wry smile there.
Brazil have their third corner. Out towards the flank, and he lines up a cross. Raul. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Great vision. Now it's Yamal. He has found the way through. Well, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. The keeper doing his best to put him off. And that's one back! Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Manchester United cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played. Well...
Shot, surely! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Raul. Tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And this is Raul!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Silvestre. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets.
3 minutes added time.
Gullit. Now it's Raul. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Serves up a cross. Now it's Hazard. Can he get on the end of this? And it's half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Brazil leading just about at the break. It's too close for comfort. It's 3-2.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 18, Ronaldinho.
Down to business again.
Coming on to replace him is number 20, Rashford.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Opts to play it back. Ibrahimovic. Raul. This is a promising build-up.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
No, he's not going to get any further than that. Yaya Toure. Looking to play him in. Oh, well measured. Khan claims comfortably. Tries to pass it through. He's in a good position here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And this is Ronaldo. And he's intervened well there. Seedorf. Stojkovic. Played out to the left flank. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Yep, it's a corner.
Substitutions taking place.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Oh, what has happened here? And this is Adriano. Van Nistelrooy has found the net here, of course. So we've reached the hour mark. Brazil perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. He can run onto that. Lovely... And the shot! And he hits the net! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's...
Ibrahimovic! It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Brazil presented with a golden opportunity here. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Raphael Varane is someone I've always liked a lot for his incredible discipline and intelligence, Peter. So often having to play a covering role for a more aggressive partner, he really has made that style his own.
Yeah, that's something for which he has rightly received a lot of praise in view of the kind of players he's been paired with down the years.
Yeah, and something he can do thanks to his great recovery pace and an outstanding sense of positioning too.
No, he refuses to take the bait. And no, that was never going to make it. Great vision. And he's intervened well there. Ferdinand. And this is Hullet. Bellingham. And it's Hazard. Oh, that's well spotted. Brazil, without doubt, seeing more of the ball and looking to turn it now into something meaningful. Muscular approach does pay off here. Van der Sar getting this one clear. Kadiolu does really well to win the ball there. Kadiolu. Rafael Leao! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. First quarter of an hour gone. It's a pretty loose pass. Hazard. Oh, that's fabulous. Well timed, excellent interception. Bellingham. Brazil yet to have an attempt on goal. Bellingham receives it in a good position here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Hazard receives it in a wide position. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's rising! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. Certain, searing and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Yamal.
Borussia Dortmund always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Yeah, that pass isn't the best. Oh, super shapes to shoot! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Brazil are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one...
And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Roberto Carlos goes short. Played in. And a header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Araujo.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And it's been played through. That's the keeper's ball. Caught offside that time. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Hazard. He's shifting through the gears here. It's Hazard! Well, the ball's come loose here. Mendes is there, and he can get that clear. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Just eases him off the ball. And it's Hazard. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Rafael Leao, and that has put paid to that. And they've got a throw. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Bellingham. Some really good ball movement. It's a promising position. Kajolu. Kajolu with the delivery. Cleared away. And the referee has blown for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Brazil clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Brazil firmly in control at the break, 2-0 the scoreline. And we're already back up and running after half-time. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Now it's Hazard. And this is Ronaldo. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Oh no, he's got that wrong.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Seedorf. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he gets rid in a hurry. Taken back almost at once. Seedorf. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's come to nothing.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of...
Big chance! And he's hit it long. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. The message is clear. None shall pass. That ball looks a good one. And this is Ronaldo. Just a Cristiano Ronaldo! Relentless! Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Not the most accurate pass. Cristiano Ronaldo being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And he's straight offside.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Brazil can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Camisa 21, camisa 7, camisa 42.
Cadiolo clears.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 11, camisa 39, camisa 18, camisa 9, camisa 4.
Ferdinand. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And there's green grass ahead of him. Martinez breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. No outsmarting him this time. Mateus providing an outlet on that flank. Getting up there! Oh, he's hit the bar! And he's managed to get rid. Oh, easy pickings there. Bellingham. Nicely spread. Yamal finds himself offside.
Substituição em andamento.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Cadiolo.
And that's been intercepted. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Desai kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's a sharp little ball here, and he was alert to it. Paris ended up in no man's land. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Teremos uma substituição.
Mateus. Adriano looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Araujo gets across and deals with it. That's a good ball out wide. Rafael Leao, he has found the way through. Real chance! And the keeper can swallow it up.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
Played back into the centre, and it's Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Ibrahimovic. The final 5 minutes. Saka. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Desai does well not to be outdone there. Nedved. Mateus. And this is Ibrahimovic. And this is Adriano. He's found a way through. Goes for a shot! Oh, good finish. They are playing them off the park. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Brazil are having a ball here. Araujo. Now it's Rafael Leao. Turns back here, probably the best option. Here's Doku. Alvarez. No, he's not getting his way this time. Ferdinand picks it up now. Çalhanoğlu. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Brazil really have hit the heights, a tour de force that has left their opponents reeling, and that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes, while offering his defence a solid shielding presence too.
Players don't come a whole lot better in his position, do they?
Not really, and not many can boast the same quality of performance either, Peter.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bojan. And this is Batistuta. That's good play. Well, that's cause for mild irritation. Ronaldo might just make this. Silvestre. Seedorf. Doesn't quite get there. Maldini. Gerrard. Seedorf gives no quarter whatsoever. Not where it came from. Steaming on goalwards. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Silvestre. Totti. Xabi Alonso. And it's Maldini. Silvestre. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Gullit. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Bojan. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Bojan. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Ronaldo. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nicely spread. Cafu. Totti. Knocks it into space. Now that's... Oh, he's all... There's the shot! Brazil still without a single shot on target. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Xabi Alonso.
Sint-Truiden always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
And he plays one through. Shot, surely! That's really well cleared. Totti going about things with real menace. Desailly, that's a lovely, neat pass.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Silvestre. Oh, that's a key interception. Passing is crisp and sharp. Azar. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he was quick to react. And there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Now it's Batistuta. Varane calmly anticipates. Xabi Alonso. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Now it's Batistuta. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's found support out wide. And it's Bojan.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
It's a searching pass. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Senhoras e senhores, pedimos sua atenção para as informações fornecidas pela polícia local no telão.
Away we go again.
Brazil really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Now he's off and running. Ronaldo is flagged offside. And no, that was never going to make it. Yaya Toure. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Such good technique.
Oh, it's come loose.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And it's Hazard. And that's a good... Tries a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class. Real class.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Brazil have broken through. It's 1-0.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Seedorf is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Just about up to the hour now. That has been cut short. Xavi Alonso. Bojan. And it's Yaya Toure. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, no joy this time. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Defending here is really tight. And that's going right the way across. And they've got a throw.
Teremos uma substituição.
Gerrard. Some resolute defending there. Chance for a shot! And he hits the net! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Now look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Brazil are doing very nicely, thank you.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to...
He's in one-on-one. Can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Brazil find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team.
Nedved, he's through on goal here. Oh, that's an own goal!
Oh, it's unfortunate. Took a touch off the defender, and that can happen.
Brazil benefiting from an own goal. Not that you'll hear them complaining. Played towards the other side. Xavi Alonso. And here's Shevchenko. And this is Gerrard.
St. Truden truly seemed to be at...
He's having a shot! Well, there's the clearance. Vieira. Adriano. Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick.
Substituição.
Adriano really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again,
It's Adriano! And he's missed it. Rijkaard. Silvestre. Maldini. Petit. Tries to play it through. Distributed tidily. Now it's Mohamed Salah. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Oh, that's well done. Really robust. The most accurate pass. Maldini makes the interception. 5 minutes to add. Now it's Shevchenko. Mohamed Salah. All the way back. Not the most convincing of passes. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Oh no, it's an own goal!
well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So a lead courtesy of an own goal. And we're done. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Adriano claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Brazil definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home...